Let's give them a great send-off. The talented drivers of the Valente Modified Series, let's show them how much we appreciate their effort.
The green is out. And Ted Christopher wastes no time at all. The red rocket sled quickly moves to the front of the class. Battle is all ready for second. Donnie Lashaway tries to keep it nice and low. He'll move down underneath Nocella.
And now Chris Patriak has side-bombed his way into fourth, trying to get into third as he goes underneath Nocella to rabble-rouse his way into third place.
Pastriak into the third spot. Meanwhile, getting hooked up on the outside, it is Jeff Gallup with car number 4. Red seems to be the hot color, and it seems to be among the quickest cars on the racetrack, with 2 red cars running first and second, and now Jeff Gallup with that red car running the outside of the 21. Who are the movers and shakers? You'd have to say Massey, you'd have to say David Etheridge, and you'd have to say Willis. They're at the bottom of the top 10, but they're coming to the front.
And Ted Christopher might be on that list as he took off at the beginning of the race and has led the first 15 laps around. And now we look at Andrew Moeller. He is trying to go after Max Zackham. Yellow comes out for the first time.
Caution.
Trouble on the backstretch.
Yep, car goes around. It looks like it is the number 40 machine, we believe, that spun in the backstretch of Kyle Trainer. Green flag is out, and Christopher with a little more giddy up on the start.
And here's take second away from Lashua, and he does.
Factor number 3 becomes Kyle James, white and blue car, rim riding to the inside. James is up on the wheel, showing his Waterford experience. Kyle James moves into the third spot. Here comes Jeff Gallup. He gets bounced around, and we've got trouble.
And Willis, one of the cars involved, also Max Zackham into 16. And going between Willis and the wall to escape serious damage with Sammy Ramo.
Snap of the wrist, green, 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 and they're racing.
And it's Christopher again. Patriak able to hold off the 21 of James, and a little Woody Woodpecker action to the back bumper of Christopher, but it's hard to rattle the old veteran.
Certainly is. Jeff Gallup, that's the battle of the point standings for 2017. Second and first are side by side, contending for the 5th spot, Matt. And Jeff Gallup's got a great run in the outside lane.
He has his car set up to run the outside tonight, trying to get by Nocella, and he is able to invade the top 5.
There's no question about it. David Etheridge also moving forward. Massey is still a factor as he continues to work over Nocella. Cars that have passed the most cars on the racetrack are Stephen Massey, David Etheridge, and Johnny Kay. That might be a surprise to some.
Yeah, Massey has done most of his work. Now he tucks it behind the 92 of Nocella, and it's Ted Christopher. He is having a limousine ride for the first 21 laps.
Little cat and mouse action. And the mouse is a big mouse, and that, of course, is Ted Christopher. And the cat is Pastriak.
And a fast cat was Sammy Ramo, as Ramo was able to get underneath Gernhardt. So he is definitely on the move, as 2 of the youngest guys in the field, Andrew Moeller and Sammy Ramo, are having great performances.
They certainly are, as it appears. Stephen Massey is the guy to watch. He's all over Nocella. Looks high, then looks low. And wherever Massey goes, so doesn't David Etheridge. It seems like, well, they're twins, and they are making their presence known at the bottom of the top 10, but I don't think they're going to stay there for long now.
Now Pastriak is getting a battle from James, but not for long. Pastriak is safely back into second place.
Meanwhile, take a look at the 4 spot. Here comes Jeff Gallup. He works his magic down underneath Donnie Lashaway. And up to the 4 spot is car number 4. That is Gallup all of a sudden. Does a little stutter step, Matt. And we've got Massey to the inside.
And a good move by Lashaway. Now on the outside, he has his hands full with Massey. Up in the front, Ricciardi got hammered by Gernhardt. And we're charting like a crumbled wad of paper on the front straightaway. And there is Chris here again, like he was fired out of a torpedo tube.
Kid Matt, first car to go to the outside in the top 4. And Moeller goes right there with Massey to the front. If he can in line and combat there.
He pressures Kyle James. 2 drivers, ball and chain together in the fight for third. They kick off the corner, and it is close to call between James and Massey.
But he's not giving up. He keeps digging. Once you commit, you have to follow it through. Tonight, he's going around Etheridge. Whatever Massey does, and it could be his night here at the big dance, as he could be the leader soon.
And Massey explodes from Kyle James and takes full control at third. And Andrew Moeller, he has a pretty good...
Now Massey pulls up to the back bumper of Chris Pastriak. Lets him know he's there. Now looks to the outside. Matt, you said that Massey was the master of the outside here at Waterford, and he is showing that aggressively as we watch him.
Yellow flag comes out for the 7th time.
And that might be the Massey car.
I was trying to look in the back of the pack to see if I could see it, and I don't.
Yep.
So that is the 13.
Off turn number 4, green, 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 and they're racing. And this time, David Etheridge tried to sneak under Chris Pastriak, but it didn't work. But for Sammy Ramo, he's all over the back bumper of Etheridge like gum on the bottom of your shoe.
And on the outside trying to make a move, that is Colby Fournier, as he's in striking distance of James. Crossover move, and it took James by surprise.
It sure did. Colby Fournier learned his
James around. Car number 21.
Mad scramble here. Some spotters doing a good job and others not so good.
Willis is able to avoid contact, but there is steam coming out of his front. But the man with the fire and the fury is Ted Griffin.
Now all of us, Sammy Ramos. Ramos gets down. David Etheridge. Ramos moves in, takes over the 4 spot. Here comes Donnie Lashaway on the inside, and Kyle James is right there, factor number 3.
Intercept for Etheridge, and Ramo was able to take advantage of it. So right now he moves on to a potential podium position with 10 laps to go.
Ramos up to the top 3, and then Etheridge, Kyle James, wheel to wheel and side by side. That puts James up to the 4 spot, dropping Etheridge back to 5. And here comes Donnie Lashaway.
And I think that number 34 of Etheridge might be used up right now as he is tuckered out. And moving into the number 2 spot is Sammy Ramo, getting underneath Pastriak.
Ramo. And now, right there with him is Kyle James with that 21 car. James has come from the back of the pack up on the podium with car 21.
And those adjustments work brilliantly for James. And now it looks like the 5 of Pastriak might be tuckered out as he is on the verge of getting passed by Donnie Lashaway.
Lashaway all over Pastriak. The strategy of staying out might not have worked so well for Pastriak. And look at Kyle James. He's all over Sammy Ramos. He's going to make a bid for it, Matt, on the outside.
He has some energy there. Bottom shot, crossover move. And the pea shooter works for James. He is in second. He has come from oblivion into second place.
While that's been happening, look at Donnie Lashaway down underneath Chris Pastriak. Battle is for the 4th position. Donnie Lashaway up to position number 4. Pastriak drops back to 5. 4 circuits to go.
And Christopher still has a ginormous lead. The battle is for second between James and Ramo. And what a final 40 laps for Kyle James.
Working his magic. trying to move in. The clock is ticking. Less than 3 circuits. Ted Christopher has led all the laps so far. Popsicle sticks are up. 2 laps remain. Ted Christopher from the point overcame the controversy of several cautions. This time off turn number 4, the white flag is out and nothing is stopping Ted Christopher. Deep into turn number 3, off the 4th turn. TC Ted Christopher will take down the victory. Kyle James in for second. Sammy Ramos in for third.
It's the guys that put the car together. Bear and everybody at my shop. It's really gratifying when you have a car that they built at my place there, and you put it in Victory Lane. This car's won a bunch of races before on the tour and everything, but this is the first time we've really run it on anything else, and I want to thank them, thank Mike Pettit, and everybody on this crew. Thanks a lot.